Right, let's talk you through the new car. There's one of the old fireplaces. Still bits of plaster on the walls. And judging by the amount of water that's coming down off them mountains, it's been raining for days up here. And apparently housed one of Hitler's men, Rudolf Hess. I've never heard of him. £29, that hurt. Hello guys, welcome back to Geordie in the Wild and welcome to a 6-day camping adventure up in Skye in Scotland. I've just driven 7 hours and 13 minutes, split up to get here. But I've just pulled over, the rain's eased off. I'm gonna set up camp. I think I found a nice camp spot next to some, I think it's a lock, it could be an inlet, I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna stay here for tonight. I've got probably a bright early start tomorrow. The rain is meant to ease off. It said 100% this afternoon. It's been that most of the way up from Glasgow. But I think we found a lovely little spot here. So let's get set up. There's midges everywhere. Ugh. And let's dive in. Bosh. Right, this is pretty cool. This castle was built between 1852 and 1858 for the 4th Duke of Montrose. Completely abandoned now. Look at that. Wow. There's obviously a floor in there. There's one of the old fireplaces. Still bits of plaster on the walls. This is not creepy at all. I'm not trusting that. Oh, that's dodgy, that. I've done it. This is proper exploring this. Look at this. These trees obviously weren't in here and have blown in at some point and grown over God knows how many years. God, this is sick. This is gonna look great on the drone. Oh my God. Wow. This is insane. I feel like I'm on the 2nd floor because I've came up them stairs, but I don't know what's below this. Wow, look at that. This place is enormous. Nature's definitely taken it back. Another fireplace up there, look at that. Now, I'm definitely going to get wrong off my girlfriend for this, but I can't not explore this. Please don't collapse. Look at that. There's the old rotten joists. Please don't collapse. Oh, that leads nowhere. Gotta go back down this. This is one of the sketchiest things I've done in a long time. Oh shit. Ooh. Right, that was squeaky one time. I'm glad I stopped here, definitely. Yeah, Don't think I really want to go in there because that does not look safe. Let's skip over here. Oh my God, what the hell is that? Apart from a hellhole. How deep is that? 6 feet maybe? That's terrifying. Imagine having to spend a night in here. Look at the place, man. Wow. Yeah, stay away from that. More the same. That's ready to go, that. Look at that. Oh my God, we were up there. That is like mud and earth that's accumulated over the years, and all the bricks have dropped. And now that it's just bulging down. It's bulging down a good 2 or 3 feet. Same again in here. All the wood's collapsed. Some of the bricks have. And that, I was probably standing up there on the second floor. All this has fell down at some point. Bloody hell. I think the trick is not to look up here, because there's all the bricks again. And that is just hanging over the top. Wow. Can't get over how big this place is. All this is just collapsed over the years. Look at it. And everybody seems to come in and just explore. Look at this fireplace. Who used to sit in front of that in the winter and keep warm? There's just holes everywhere. See? There's the end of a joist there. Not, oh no, it's a stone. Wouldn't like to go down there. Must be about 50 fireplaces in this castle. Yeah, nature has well and truly taken this place back. The old lats on the walls off the plaster. Used to make it out of horsehair. A mixture of mud and horsehair, I think, and just clag it onto the walls. So that's the window. I've just had the photo taken off the drone, right from the top of this tower, which you can get up. Oh no. Just been reading that. Apparently it was later used as a World War II hospital of some sort, and apparently housed one of Hitler's men, Rudolf Hess. I've never heard of him, but that's a pretty interesting fact. Right, let's try and get out here. There we go. There's the gap in the fence I was talking about, which has obviously been there for years. And that's it, we're done. Look at that, you would barely know it's even there. You can just about make it out through the trees. That's how swallowed up it is. Right, next stop is the Green Welly to get some midgie spray. And I'm going to be heading up and across the Highlands and up towards Skye. Right, this is the famous Green Welly stop. I'm stopping here for smidge. Yeah, probably should have got that before I came. Ouch. That's the stuff. £29, that hurt. I'm just coming up towards Glenateeve and I don't know what's going on yet, but look at this. Now it did say 100% chance of rain this afternoon, so it wasn't lying, as you can see. This valley is definitely one of my most favourite in the world. Look at that view on the left. We stood on the left a few videos ago, well I say a few, it was quite a long time ago now. But when the sun's out down here it's unreal, but look at how dramatic that looks in the rain now. Stunning! Stop talking, okay? Right, just crossing the bridge up towards Fort William. I think this is the Urban Inlet. I'm not sure on that. I'll have to double check. Holy shit, look at them midges. There's hundreds of them. Right, I need to get some clothes on. Hello, Scotland. I think this midgie net may well save my life this week. Well, I seem to have bought a top big enough to have somebody's wedding ceremony under. That is far too big. But it'll keep us dry, it's not pretty. I'm only here one night. Let's get set up. Right, let's talk you through the new car. It's an Audi Q5 Quattro, 4-wheel drive, which is what I want for getting up the hills and stuff in the winter, especially if it snows. She's a beast like. I pretty much got a straight swap for the Beamer. Well, I didn't swap it, I sold the Beamer and got paid exactly the same amount of money for this. But she's literally just marched up here, no bother at all, swallowing the road as she goes. But it's sad to say goodbye to the Batmobile, and I'll put that clip in next. But the decision is, what do I call this car? I'm thinking Walter, after Walter White from Breaking Bad, because let's face it, he's pretty friggin' cool, isn't he? So let's go back and say goodbye to the Beamer. Right guys, I finally made that decision. The Beamer is going to be no more. We're going to have a little upgrade. So we're saying goodbye to it, which I'm a bit sad about, but it's only a car. I'm sick of it getting flat tyres. To be honest, it hasn't broke down once. So yeah, it's just the tyres I can't handle. I need a 4-wheel drive. So that's it. Goodbye the Batmobile. Gonna miss her. Sorry, miss him, the Batmobile. Or as I like to call it, the Batmobile. What are you laughing at? I think I've had it nearly 2 years, but oh well. Time for her to go. New prospects. Well, I was on the road for 7.5 hours. Stopped off at Buchanan Castle, which was incredible. The drone footage as well. I can't believe how swallowed up that was by nature. I don't know how long it's been abandoned for, but what a place. Anyway, I've earned this. Cheers. I think I've struck it lucky with the rain stopping as well. It's 70% apparently all night. We've had the 100, so hopefully I might miss it, you never know. Well, that's exactly what I was after. That could be a lake in Canada, easily. Wouldn't mind camping on that island, look at that. There's a structure on there. Maybe. See the green bit? It might be a moss roof. I think it's a loch, this. Can't see any seaweed. That's just moss. One way to find out. Yep, fresh. Well, I'm absolutely knackered off all the driving I've done today, so I'm going to have a very simple tea. I'm going to stick a load of pork ribs on the barbecue. Now them, to you, look not too shabby, but I've absolutely incinerated the other side. Whatever. Have I done all 4? Yep indeedy. I can hear the rain starting up again. Wind dropped for ages there, it was lush. Right, very basic tea. I'm having a pork, rib, bit of rocket in a wrap. An incinerated bit of pork rib. Not bad. Do you know what? That's actually beautiful. Oh my God. Some wind ripping across that lock. Got to get away from that for 5 minutes. Do me bonnet in. Just check the weather and it says I'm due a shitload of rain. Pretty tasty, them clouds. It's spitting now. It's spitting. Get the kids in quick. Ooh, wind turbines. This is what it's about, guys. Driving 8 hours to be by yourself. I was alone, but there's another Audi turned up. And it's a VW. Couple of guys setting up down there. So anything more satisfying than a fire and the rain hitting the top and a car going by to ruin the moment. Right, calm down. Little firewood run. It's just started raining a little bit. But I'm at peace. Absolute peace. Tranquil. Like I said, guys, we've got, I want to call it almost like a 6-week special, because I'm doing all of the next 6 weeks videos on this one trip, but they're going to come out every week, so you know, does that count as a special? I don't know. Nobody cares anyway, because my views are crap, but we'll get them up. Yeah, it's night 1. End of video 1. So I don't know, I'll either see you in the morning for breakfast or I'll see you next week for breakfast. Depends how I'm feeling in the morning and what the mood's like. And then, ooh, the midges are back. But we'll see. Cheers. My arse is soaking on this rock, by the way, as well. Yeah, that's us, that price. Well, I seem to have bought a top big enough to have somebody's blood there. But I think we found a lovely little spot, yeah, so let's get us...